Hello, my souls, and welcome back to Starfield. Oof, give me a second to shake my drink. Oh. Hello. Hello, Jack Thing. I can hear myself.
Hello.
Neil?
Neil.
Hey, Jackie, you're echoing.
Yeah, I'm looking for my headphones real quick.
Yeah.
Better?
Da, 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 da. Yes.
Yay!
Okay. So, hey, by the way, Jackie, you are watching the stream, yes?
I'm getting ready to.
Good. There's a reason I ask, because, hey, everybody, before we get into the stream today, I've just got to ask, would anybody like a slice of BLFC pizza? It's fuckable!
You eating BLFC pizza?
You didn't see the stream, did you?
No, I told you I'm not there yet.
Aw, you're gonna have to watch it then, because, holding a slice of cheese by its mozzarella. Or slice of pizza by its mozzarella.
That's really stringy cheese. Loading up.
All I can say is, Hot Pocket!
Yum.
No. Wrong kind of Hot Pocket. In Soviet Russia, Hot Pocket nom you. Poor Andy. Okay, now that we've scarred a corgi for life. Again. Eh. I mean, the whole fun about the whole Bean Boozled thing is doing it with friends.
What's a Yif cookie?
It's a cookie full of jizz. Ever seen an Oreo? Little runnier. I'm going to hell for that! Oh.
Oh my lord.
You didn't expect that answer, did you?
I half expected it to be like a BLFC cookie.
I mean, kind of. Circuit board.
No, I don't think I got to tell you. As a late Christmas present, well, a late birthday present, I got an NES.
Original or a clone?
The original.
How?
They sell them at shops.
Oh, I forget you're not in California. Yeah, an NES, a actual working NES, over here would go for something to the tune of like 40 grand.
Over here, it was $50.
Fucking lucky.
Yeah, it's like you can get one easy in the Midwest. And finding the games is the hard part. Imagine looking for the original Super Mario Brothers cartridge.
All right.
Huh. Do I know you? Are you here to fly the Comspike?
One of those new test pilots, actually.
Splendid. That was fast. I thought I put in the request this morning. Normally my requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste.
It's weird hearing what
It
you're
seems a
saying
tad
before I
suspicious.
see the choices.
Yeah. We don't have time for this. I was told this was an emergency.
We don't. But if an unqualified pilot were to run a test, we could have even bigger problems down the line.
A test pilot. I have years of experience to prove it.
That is true.
This isn't for the recent request, but an older one.
Ah, yes. The wheels of bureaucracy tend to have corners. Maybe it's not the worst thing in the world if we cut them.
Somebody really high up called me fit. The reasons are classified, but I've been asked to personally fly the ship.
I see. It would have been nice if they kept me in the loop. I am the project lead, after all. All right, you've convinced me. You're the new test pilot. You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Nataro's cumbersome checkpoints. The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice.
Okay. Okay.
So
gonna
I don't
go-
get it. Were you sent, or is that a lie?
That's a lie. It's very much a lie. I'm working for the Crimson Fleet right now in a weird... I'm working officially for the UC, but by working for the UC, I'm helping the Crimson Fleet, or in working for the UC, I'm helping the Crimson Fleet. I'm part of a sting operation.
Ah.
By the
Maybe I'll need to get
way...
myself.
I hope we don't do any more
Yeah?
drills today.
Sorry, brain died. Calibrated SY-290 pilot space. Brain died, fucking hell. Why? Probably because I'm focused.
Stop right there, Ensign. There's been word of suspicious behavior from someone matching your description.
I think you've got the wrong person.
All right. Perhaps you'd like to elaborate.
Sorry, I'm new. Probably haven't met yet.
Who did you say you were again?
I'm getting tired of your attitude, dude.
Too bad.
I'm sure we can work something out.
You don't know what you're talking about. I've got eyes on the intruder. All units to Engineering Bay 4.
Well, damn. Well, Fuckleberry.
Can you reload?
Yes. I'm not accepting a fail.
Lock and load!
On this particular thing.
Do I know you?
We're watching Habit.
Are you here to...
Sorry, my brain died.
Splendid.
We were watching The Hobbit in the other
That
room.
was fast.
Yeah.
I thought I put... Normally my request on... But if this were a duplicate...
The reasons are classified, but I'd asked personally, been asked personally to fly the ship.
I see. It would have been nice if they kept me in the loop.
The commander said my documents were in order.
Commander Natara, you say? Oh, well, we don't want to make her... All right, you've convinced... You'll need a The uniform you can get in the... You'll find the prototype, and of course...
Perimeter secure.
Okay. First things first, I'm swapping my fucking shit. Oh god.
Those look more vision obscuring than the stormtrooper helmets.
I
Like,
mean,
seriously, why would anyone?
yes and no. You notice those are check it out. You see how those things are on a slide system. See that little bar there? Curved bar with a line through it. Those can be raised. Second, guaranteed with how bulky they are, that's a fucking screen. And given the fact that there are several types of wires around this system, I'm guessing that is more than likely a screen interface. Like, I believe that's a ship's heads-up display screen, effectively.
Gooey! Graphics user interface. I'm serious. In class, we call that GUI.
Well, that's actually what it's called.
Reporting for duty, pilot?
Yeah.
Excuse Excuse me there. Fuck that.
You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center.
So tired. I need to get
And-
better sleep.
Andy, I have had one. They're not fun.
Huh?
Andy has a sore on the inside of the mouth.
Aw. Poor thing. And yeah, I've had a sore on the inside of my mouth a couple times.
So's my mate. He gets them often.
If he gets them often, he needs to get checked for herpes. Oral herpes, mind you. You didn't know that, did you?
He said he was clear.
Yes, has he been checked for oral herpes? Because most people won't realize they have it.
I would assume so, because he said he was cleared of it.
Oh, he said he was cleared of it.
He said it's not, it's just canker.
Ah, there you go. Okay, so he has had it checked.
Yeah, I would think so.
So, canker, not cold. Yes?
Yeah, they're canker.
Okie doke. That is the point. When you wind up with a lot of sores in your mouth, like, over time, if you just start randomly getting them, get checked.
I know that if I get one, I'm immediately going to the doctor.
What? Canker sore? Or a wound in your mouth? For all of them, I wouldn't say there's a purpose for all of them.
Can you talk to the commander? Get me reinstated? Natara's doing you a favor, Marcine. Would you have preferred a court-martial? Dishonorable discharge? Because all of that was
You'll
on
find
the
the
table.
prototype ship. You'll
I
find the
would have
you'll
preferred
find the
things to
prototype
remain
ship at
as
Docking
they
Bay
were.
8.
So I
Use the
made a
password
mistake.
to access the
But my
flight
work
terminals
on the
in
comms
control center.
spike was and is irrelevant. Dr. Vogel will do just fine without you. Besides, we both know the only reason you were on that project was to bloat the budget so we could embezzle the creds. And to that end, your share of the funds should be transferred to your Gal Bank account shortly. What am I supposed to even say to that? Those funds are the reason I don't have a job. You can
Oh,
start
he's a
by
bird.
saying thank you.
Oh?
Hell, I even warned
Hey.
you not to poke the bear.
Oh, Oberb.
Commander Natara being the Ursine predator in this analogy. Aaron was right. I should have never hit send. Yeah, you screwed up. Royally. But you can protect Dr. Gong and all the King's subjects by keeping your mouth shut from now on. Yeah. Hey, you want my advice? Not some planet at the edge of the galaxy where you can relax for a bit. Lean back. Really dig your feet in the sand. Just get your mind off all of this. Oh, and stop with the sad puppy dog face, too. Makes you look guilty. And what kind of face am I supposed to have? The face of someone who got away with it.
Reporting for duty, pilot?
I'm expected Dr. Vogel gave him the approval.
Another test flight, huh? You pilots are braver than me. You're clear to pass. Don't forget to schedule the flight in the control center.
Commander Natara has asked that we be on alert. What I heard, they could be wearing marine outfits, so
just heard something from the other room that was completely out of context, and I'm not going to repeat it. So, all in all, besides this being a, I forget what it's called, a sting, what's your, like, mission to do in this sting?
I'm supposed to be endearing myself to members of the Crimson Fleet to assist with Jesus. I'm supposed to be helping the Crimson Fleet, or I'm supposed to be getting close to the command members of the Crimson Fleet. I'm doing that by effectively helping them. Hey, Burb, do you want an invite? Okay.
Today I found out that I lost one of my favorite furry YouTubers. One of, keep in mind.
Who?
One of them to cancel culture.
Which one?
Odin Wolf.
What do you mean lost in the cancel culture?
His channel got deleted.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't due to cancel culture, that was because there was a fucking targeted operation on him. Not a sting, but there was a bunch of people that fucked with him. He effectively got mass reported by a large group of people. That happened months ago.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, well, he just made a response video to it. Like, not on YouTube, obviously, but in general.
Where did he make the response video?
Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff.
Probably
Begin
X or
test of your
something.
departure.
He doesn't have an X account.
No. Well, I watched the video. It was, like, vertical.
Ah. I'm assuming he's saying that YouTube won't allow him to have his shit back.
Recording test flight data. Please adhere to the scheduled flight
And
plan
mainly
and let
yelling
us
at the
know if you
people
have
who
any
started the
issues.
operation.
Huh?
He was yelling at the people who started the attack.
Ah.
And crying.
I mean, yeah, he got his livelihood pretty much destroyed.
And he can't get it back anymore.
Why is that?
Because YouTube's stupid and they never do appeals when someone's actually innocent of something.
First off, that's not exactly true. There have been hundreds of YouTubers who've gotten their channels back.
I don't know, it's just been months for Odin, and there's nothing helping.
Second, legitimately, he doesn't have to come back on YouTube. It doesn't have to be that platform. He just wants it to be.
Do other ones monetize?
Yes. Hell, X monetizes at this point. There's X, there's... It all depends on what kind of content he's doing. If it's just basic furry content, golden! Twitch. Rumble. The whole point, though,
Yeah.
is he doesn't have to come back on YouTube. And yeah, by the way, it can take months. There was one person that lost their channel due to a targeted strike.
Hello.
Like, straight up, they were targeted, very obviously. And they wound up having to effectively deal with YouTube for, what was it, 16 months? So over a year. Before they finally got their channel back. The whole point is, if he has to start over, yeah, that's gonna suck. Understand, wherever he starts over, he's got a massive following already. They'll follow him if he gets the word out.
Yeah.
The
Another
only
thing
thing
is-
he doesn't realize is that, I mean, being kicked off a platform isn't the fucking end of the world. If it was, my ass would be gone already.
Yeah. Another thing I'm worried about, someone listed him in the Barney Bunch.
In the what?
You know that long line of furry YouTubers that Kira was part of? Like that long list?
Yeah. The what? What are they calling them now?
They've been called the Barney Bunch.
The Barney Bunch? Or the Barn Bunch?
That's what they've been... It's called Barney Bunch for a couple years now.
Oh well.
But no,
Well.
I'm worried that someone's
Welcome
gonna look
back,
at that
Rook.
because I
Looks
saw
like you
it.
got a
His
new
name was
toy
on
for
there.
me. Go on
Oh,
in
well.
and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here.
Head on in.
All I can,
We'll
honestly,
take the ship done up.
honestly, if I had the chance to say anything to Odin, honestly, welcome to the club. Welcome to being one of the names who gets attacked in this community.
Yeah, the thing is, he already has a massive following already. He hasn't lost too many people.
Well, I'm aware. And that's what he doesn't realize, is he hasn't lost many people.
He's lost maybe a few thousand.
Yep. Understand. So apparently Kiro even managed to come back after losing over 20,000 subs. And still apparently growing. I don't know if he still uploads regularly, but he's under a new name. Actually, I'm fairly certain it's pretty public knowledge who he is at the moment, so...
Yeah, I've seen videos like...
Oh, and hey,
He
by the way,
rebranded.
really quick, because I want to point this out. You know how I said years ago, during the Kiro controversy, that when the Kiro controversy ended, it wouldn't stop? They'd go and track another person, another person, another person, another person, using whatever excuse they could. All the way down to the point of, you once said his name, so excommunicated. Sorry, you're no longer part of our society.
I got outed from an entire server because of that.
Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, good riddance. To anybody who
That's
does
what they get
the
for calling me
idea
a
of
zoophile.
guilt by association or what have you, those are people who are already unhinged enough that you shouldn't want them in your life.
Yeah. I defended a so-called zoo, so therefore I am a so-called zoo.
Yep, that's what's called guilt by association.
They called him my mentor when I don't even watch him that often.
Okay, so understand, apparently I was the motherfucker, quote, spearheading his defense when everything happened.
You were.
I actually wasn't. Do you know where I initially came into the whole argument?
When?
2 days after the accusation, I effectively went, hey, guys, really quick, take this into consideration before you go all lynch happy. You can edit the shit that they're showing you very easily. And within an hour, I started getting death threats, accusations, and all that. So I kind of looked more into it and went, yeah, I found some inconsistencies. Here, everybody, you need to see this. And then I got shut down and shot at. By the way, literally.
Well, yeah, I know. There's been several attempts because of him.
Yeah. 3 now. Total. One dude straight up apparently was, and that guy that straight up got arrested. He was a relatively local individual to me. Apparently, he had been a fan of not Lagover. Who the fuck was it? One of the first people. Funny thing, I don't even remember the fucker's name. And Mordecai. He was a follower of Mordecai's over on Twitter and flipped the fuck out about it and like saw my name, knew who I was, and decided to grab his gun. Drove by my house trying to find me. Essentially saw me walking up to Walmart and drove by and tried to shoot me.
It's happened to my friend a few times.
It's called a drive-by. It happens fairly often around here.
I mean, because of like false allegations, like my friend has had 3 attempts on his life.
Yep.
From across the country.
Oh, I had some person straight up outside of the country. Apparently somebody in fucking England shadow called the fucking police in my area and told them that I had like a little kid in my basement tied up that I was like abusing, and that I had guns and like was going to kill this kid, and that they could hear the person's like the little kid from my basement screaming. I live in a duplex and don't have a basement.
Yeah, I've seen like the inside of your house due to footage and stuff. There's like
it's a concrete foundation. I don't own a basement. I don't have a basement. I barely have.
Exactly.
I don't even have a fucking garage technically. I do, but I don't. It's not really big enough for a car.
Yeah, it's like my friend, he was dating this 20-year-old. He was like 18 at the time.
Yeah.
And or 21-year-old. And she had like in the double-digit 1,000 followers.
Yep.
On TikTok. And she was a cosplayer. Her name was Sarah Loves You. Long story short, she tried to guilt trip him for venting about past trauma, and then they broke up.
Yeah.
She hinted at SA on TikTok, and there was an entire subreddit dedicated to a bounty on his head.
Yeah. Understand, there are insane people in the world. There are always crazy people in the world. And the way I see it, there's actually like 2 kinds of crazy. There are people who are crazy in the good way. I mean, I'm straight up batshit insane myself. But generally I don't try to hurt anyone when I lose my shit other than me. Then there's the type of crazy that will find out where you live, find out your legal name, dox you to people that want you dead, and then go to your house and light your house on fire and hope to God you're in there so they can listen to you scream while you burn. That's
justified in society
nice
too.
kind of crazy. And right now, that particular type of crazy is being encouraged by our society. But I have dialogue in game, so give me a sec.
So Jazz
Sorry,
can
I'll
have
shut
a
up.
look.
That's a real nice ship you brought in. I can't wait to tinker with it.
Your previous ship's being brought back to the dock.
That's a real nice ship you brought in. I can't wait to tinker with it.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Excuse you.
Need something? The fleet is family. Stealing from each other is just what you call a professional courtesy.
A professional courtesy.
Yeah, stealing from each other is just a professional courtesy.
Always listen to Delgado. Unless you want to get keel-hauled across the key.
Be sure you have the proper shielding for any smuggling jobs.
I have We Like to Party stuck in my head.
Well, nice.
Kit, I'm sorry I started something. I was just worried about
You
someone who
didn't start
pretty
any
much
May not have
issues.
official
So
security.
I don't mind talking about that sort of thing. It's just, it's annoying. There are stupid people in the world, and right now, stupid people kind of run society.
Yeah. I'm just like worried about a furry YouTuber who, before I met you guys, was one of the only furry YouTubers I like even watched.
Ah. Well, I mean, realistically, that boy's got. He's okay. Guarantee you, he's gonna be okay. Financially, fucking, what have you. Mentally, he might not be. It's gonna suck for him because guaranteed, he's never been through the ringer quite like that before. And legitimately, I did. Like, I have. So I know how bad it sucks to have to effectively rebuild. Prior to the YouTube channel, I actually ran a different kind of entertainment thing. I was a writer. Like, I was a writer in the furry community. I didn't have quite as many people following me as I do now. I only had about 700, but as a writer, 700 people following you is huge.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, Volk. But,
Is it Volk?
yeah. Somebody legit, though, accused me of, like, everything under the sun you could think of. Fucking created a bunch of fucking, what are they called? Accounts on some of the worst websites you can think of, from just obscure porn sites to, like, straight up what should be illegal porn sites. And then,
Like Beast
like,
Forums?
made all of these profiles public and then went and started going, hey, everybody, this guy in your guys' group is a fucking freak.
Because I know you told me someone made a Beast Forums account for you.
Yep. Made a fucking Beast Forum account for me and pretended to be me. Spinning some kind of twisted ass story about ass fucking a dog. Funniest part, didn't even get my goddamn dog's name right.
Is it the same dog that you have now?
No, it was my dog Kira.
Oh.
And you know the worst part about all of it was? Kira died in 2019.
I'm sorry.
Oh, she had had a long ass life. Um, but they tried to use pictures that we had taken of her at the vet to try and use that against me, which was kind of twisted at the time because what they saw was an image of my dog at a vet on a leash with, a couple people, different people's legs around her. They never would have used the picture, at least I hope they wouldn't have, if they had seen the other side of my doggo. You know why?
Why?
She had a cyst on the leg that wasn't visible that had blown open the side of her leg. There was muscle tissue hanging. We had taken her in because what we thought was just a lump effectively swelled overnight into a massive tumor that effectively had to have her entire leg amputated. The funniest thing is, the amputation went perfectly fine. The socket was granulating, the wound was healing. And then she got a freak fucking infection. Infection got into her bones, got into her blood. Took her out overnight, pretty much.
Kit is receiving all the hugs.
Hey, snuggles, numb. And
Kit,
hmm? What's up?
you are surrounded by nuggies. They are sending you all the good vibes.
Well, yay. And hey, it's an Aki. Hello. But yeah,
Where
no.
is Aki?
Aki? The nuggies surround Aki and he's Aki. They miss the Aki.
I mean, they don't have to go very far if they were around me. I'm getting tumble snuggled. Hey, Aki Snack. I was just having some interesting. I was having one of the story time with Kit moments. And weirdly enough, realistically, I think it's about time that I actually start talking to some degree about how everything with the Kiro controversy and all the fallout that I received. I think it's about time that I actually start addressing what it did to me. Because understand, right up until the news that I got of my mom and her current condition, I'll be entirely honest, what you guys were seeing wasn't me. It was me pretending to be there. I wasn't okay for a very long time. A lot of that has to do with the fallout and the bullshit and harassment and attacks that I received after the Kiro controversy started. So, but yeah, I did mention in one of my last, I believe it was the last short of last year. There's a lot of things that I want to start talking about. And
Yeah, you said because, yeah.
I'm gonna be brutally honest with the world.
I'll be here for you through it.
But here's the thing, and I'll say this as a reminder in each one of the shorts if I need to. Don't care who you are. Don't care how close to me you are, how much of a friend of mine you are. If you figure out any of the people I talk about or any of the people in those shorts that get mentioned as having had a part in effectively driving me into a stupor for the vast majority of the last 5 years, doesn't matter who it is. If I find out one of my followers decides to try to confront them about it, you're out of my life forever. I will block you everywhere. I will not tolerate it.
I'm the one to attack.
There's a reason I'm not gonna name names. I might show faces, but I'm not gonna name names. And if I do show a face, it'll be, well, it's kind of like what you guys see of me in the art that you see in my I'll show you who they are in the furry world. I ain't gonna give you their legal names. I'm not gonna give you any information like that, but there's a lot of shit I need to talk about. And weirdly enough,
Yeah. I know.
I used to do this when I was back in the day, back before all the drama. I used to do just random chill streams and sit and chat and let you guys know what was going on in my life. And I kind of want to start doing that again. But yeah. And I will warn a lot of you, when I do start talking about this shit, there is going to be some things, there are going to be inevitably some things that come out that either going to shit shock people or going to make people very, very upset. Because there are a couple people involved that I know a lot of the people in the Discord server. A lot of people effectively idolize this person. These people, actually. There's a couple of them. And it's going to be one of those things of, I guarantee you I'm going to lose friends after I start talking. Because there will be people just in general, as well as people in our server, that will just straight up not believe me. But, oh well. People come and go. I've lost a shit ton of friends already. Lem Johnson. Anyways. By the way, for the record, the one name I don't mind mentioning, because it added no end to stress towards the end of all of this debacle, is Adam. If you're watching, you don't know who that is, congratulations. Ugh.
I only vaguely knew him for a little bit, and then I left.
Eh. I mean, hey, Delint. Yeah.
I mean, what do you think people do to Kit? Like, this is common.
Understand, people take my quotes out of context fairly often. A lot of the time.
I only do it for the funny clips.
Exactly. A lot of the time for fun things. Sometimes because they want to be an asshole and make me look like a monster. But you know what? If through all of this shit, through all of the ups and downs, through all of my, not being okay, through all of the past 5 years, if it has taught me anything, the people who should matter in my life are the people who will stay beside me, regardless of what others say, and regardless of the threats that others make against them for it. I've legitimately lost friends and even family members over the last 5 years because I decided to go, hey guys, stop witch hunting. That fucked me up a lot. But it helped me realize that those people, somewhere along the lines, they stopped caring. And I get
It's
it.
a rudder
It happens
butt.
sometimes. Hey Sage, num num.
You want the key?
Squeezes the honor.
Always looking out for traitors.
That's a really fancy fucking cocktail mixer.
Hey kid.
Oh?
Yeah. Yes?
Always ask for a bigger cut.
I am a happy burp.
What's up?
I am a happy burp.
Yeah, I can tell.
Sage is here.
Yeah. Also, by the way, sorry my happy ass has been, like, sitting here rambling for the last 20 minutes. But, I mean, kinda needed, kinda therapeutic, and... oh well. I've actually been told by a couple people that most of y'all don't come here for the gameplay. At least not exclusively.
It.
Y'alls.
You could play a gardening simulator and I still listen to you talk.
I mean, good to know. Which is kind of weird because it literally means we're here for different reasons. Because I created the channel to help people get to know me. I created the channel to help people get to know me through a medium that I love. Originally, this was meant to be a game channel. I'm aware, Sin. So, legit, anytime I'm streaming, I'm actually here for the gameplay. It's one of the reasons you guys will notice I get, like, weirdly wrapped up in the game a lot. Is I'm actually enjoying the game through these.
It's just people like me who just keep, like, interrupting the game.
I mean, realistically, I don't mind if... I want to make moments like this more common. I do want to be able to get through the games and play them and enjoy them as I go, but I want to make it... I want to make it something that I can do just... Snuggles for the Aki. No. Also, squishy hugs are the best. Seriously. Have you ever hugged somebody who's just far too bony? Feels like hugging a xylophone.
I am that far too bony.
Huh? You both spoke at the exact same time. Didn't understand a thing either of you said.
Burb, go first.
Why would you hug a xylophone?
I don't know.
Because it's my spirit animal.
Probably to test if hugging a skinny person felt like it.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying, so... all I can say... through most of this, I think It's gonna kick up a lot of new shit, and all I can say is, I'll be here.
I don't think it's going to, because at the same time, the people that I'm gonna be mentioning that are in our server, they've already essentially washed their hands of me. They've already told me in no uncertain terms they don't want me around. Why either of them have stayed in the server after the fact, then, I don't know. But, just, Jesus fuck. The weirdest part is, I've lost friends over the stupidest shit in the past 5 years. I won't say who, but straight up, one of them effectively told me to go fuck myself because they didn't enjoy a D&D game I ran. Or effectively, they told me that they didn't enjoy the game, that they effectively didn't want anything to do with me, and that, you know, if I wanted anything to do with them, like if I wanted to be able to talk to them in the future or whatever else, I had to effectively apologize to them for some shit. Because they didn't like a D&D game I ran.
This is who I
Like one
think
of the
it
earlier
is.
Ithorians?
Yeah. And yeah, Burb, guaranteed it probably is. I'll tell you, it's not the player that got banned, but it is one of the multiple who left, just out of the blue. Yeah, apparently, they cut ties with me because they didn't enjoy a D&D, and it wasn't even D&D, it was a tabletop game that I created. It wasn't so much the game they didn't like, it was the fact that they always felt like they were, like, they didn't like talking over people. They didn't want to, quote, waste people's time. And by the way, the people who play this game already know exactly who it is. This is, by the way, this is what I mean. There are a couple different things like this. Like, okay, another good example. I had somebody cut ties with me because I wouldn't openly talk about a relatively, not even relatively, it was a hyper politicized, hyper political activist thing that this person asked me if I would, like, help out with. And I told them I'm not comfortable talking about that specifically on streams. If you want to advocate for this in the Discord, go for it. This is a person who had been a friend of mine for years, who I even helped them build their channels, even start their channel, by buying their fucking camera and some of their equipment and helping them out, teaching them what programs to use and all of that. And just one day, because I told them I don't want to talk about this on the streams, you can advocate for it on the Discord all you want. If you want to be vocal about it, go for it. because I wouldn't talk about it, they decided to cut contact with me, put me on blast, and effectively went on and on about how I was not the person they thought I was, how I was some kind of monster who didn't like they tried to claim that I was effectively a monster because I, quote, hated indigenous people. I mean, I I hate to point this out. I have families on reservations. I have family members on reservations. Me specifically, because I'm a mutt from two different very large families, I specifically not that much when it comes to Native American. My aunt, straight up, we look nothing alike. One of my aunts, we look nothing alike because you look at her and you will immediately see old Native American lady smiling happily, nice, like, wrinkled face, just, she's like in her 70s now. Just dark reddish brown skin. Very, very different complexion to what I have. Everything I'm not. I could literally go down to Spokane, or not down to, but up to Spokane, and go and hang out with my aunt and live on a reservation for like a week if I wanted to. So to say I hate Native Americans at that point just because I didn't want to be vocal, I've lost friends over the stupidest shit.
Hey, Kit,
What's up?
you reminded me of something.
What's up?
In high school, my senior year, I was leaving to go to a different state. Another one of my friends is like, I just want to with his phone. Another one of his friends was like, give an ultimatum, me or him. Scouts together. I was so narcissistic that he couldn't handle the fact that.
Yep.
I lost a friend because of him.
Yeah.
On the top of narcissism process was he changed his entire schedule to be with this person entire school day.
Oh god. Literally had a friend who I helped them through shit tons of panic attacks, multiple manic breakdowns, was helping them find places to stay because, you know, they were afraid to go back home because violent family. One day out of the blue just started saying the worst kind of shit to me. Tried to claim I was effectively Onision, but furry version. I'm assuming at least somebody who watches my fucking channel knows who Onision is.
Onion boy.
Yeah. Dude, somebody legitimately tried to claim I was the furry Onision. I'm sorry, I don't have a kid to throw out a window. I also don't own swampland that I can destroy. I don't, you know, have a bunch of people making reaction videos about me being a narcissist that I can go and fraudulently sue.
who also have committed tax fraud.
Oh yeah, I haven't committed tax fraud multiple fucking times, been audited by the IRS, and been forced to pay back something to the tune of like $650,000. Or was it like 400? It was some outrageous amount. Like closing in on like somewhere around fucking half a mil. Fucking Onision tried to legitimately claim that the full price of the wedding rings for his wedding was, tax write off. Because I'm a YouTuber. Snuggle the Eden. Num num.
His excuse was TurboTax let him do it.
Yeah. What's up, Aki? What quote? Num. And now everything has gone silent as we wait for the quote from Aki Snack.
Yeah. Hmm.
Meanwhile, the Nuggies are all piled on top of Aki.
Hey, Aki, would you like to know the easy way of the saying? The easy way, the short version of the saying you were probably thinking of? Because I know it by heart. I've lived it all of my life. Hurt people hurt people. And yeah, I know. A lot of people do shit like that because of their own problems. I get it. I've done the same thing. I've lashed out at people when I'm hurt too. Doesn't make it right. Yeah, that's another thing. Expect some of these shorts when I start talking about this kind of shit to be a little emotional.
Hey kid,
What's up?
there is a Nuggie numbing on your beak.
I mean, right now, my
Or
there's a nuggy. What now?
numbing on your nose.
Oh, I thought you said gnawing on my feet. I'm sitting here going, which ones?
Oh, your nose.
Yeah. Lim.
You legit lost a friend for literally no good reason.
But do you know what the hey Aki? See, that's one of the reasons why it took so long for me to get to a point where I felt comfortable being willing to talk about this and not being terrified of just being myself. It's because for the longest time, I believed it was. I believed it was my fault that people I cared about didn't want anything.
Again, Kit, you are getting all the hugs.
I get the feeling this has become a chat stream, so I'm gonna save my game real quick.
It's all about making
I
those
not
credits.
the otter. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh,
Sorry that I turned this into a chat stream.
I'm not. A lot of this is are things that need to be talked about. Yeah. God. Give me just a moment. Because oh wait, hold on. Hey, they can't hear you guys on this. Fuck. Okay, I can't do that. Wait. Balls. Blah. Okay, how? Oh, Jesus. That was not how that works at all. It's something broke. That's what it is. Fuck me. Hold on. God damn it. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna leave this screen like this.
You forfeit.
Fuck it. Just fuck it.
Did
Fuck
they
it
hear us
all.
now?
Yes, they can hear you now. I was trying to make it toward the bigger screen. I was trying to make it to where I could just have. I'm gonna design a thing where I can just fucking chill. Like, just the entire screen is gonna be mostly my face. Or my face cam. And I'll have the audio running through from my Xbox and all that. And I'm just gonna have. Bah.
Using OBS is, I mean, you should have two different scenes.
Yes, I do. The only problem is it splits the screen into something so small that I can't see it to edit anything.
That's weird. It doesn't do it on mine.
Jackie, yours also probably doesn't have everything on the deck that mine does, including the stream chat. The stream chat takes up like a third of my screen. It's because I don't know if you guys realize this, but I'm a good couple feet away from my screen. I'm like 2.5 arms length from my screen, so I need to be able to see the chat. But yeah. And the worst
I
part
am
is
busy numbing on an otter.
it splits screen. It splits the screen weird. uh But yeah, no. Do you know what all of this shit with all of the friends I have lost? All of it's taught me that I can't let what those people think about me matter to me enough to let it, hurt me. Because I'll be real, I've always lived with people hating me. I shit you not, when I was in grade school, there was literally a fucking rumor going around my entire school that I sold my soul to the devil so I could like fucking do magic or some shit. And I shit you not, some of the kids in my school legitimately thought I was a witch and would do shit like beat the ever-loving shit out of me on a daily basis. One individual that legitimately thought I had magic, his name was Kane. Like, there was a psycho fuck kid at my school that, like, convinced everyone he saw me light someone on fire just by looking at them. And it's like,
Okay, even for elementary students, they are dumb.
I mean, the worst part about it is I'm sitting here going, half the school doesn't want to talk to me because they're either afraid of me because they believe this dumbass or they think I'm just weird. So, the fuck? The worst part was, the last day of mine at that school, I literally walked up to the kid who started the fucking rumor, who claimed they saw me light another student on fire with my eyes. Literally walked up to them at the end of the school and went, "Ibbledy bibbledy," and walked away. And when they started screaming at me, asking what the hell I did, I just ignored them like they were invisible.
The burb has chirped.
That's hilarious.
But here's the thing. When it all comes down to it, and yes, I'm aware that that's the kind of shit I do, Burb. I have so many stupid stories from when I was a kid. Not even the stories from when I was hanging out with my buddies like Tony and them or Johnny and them. But I kid you not. I almost died at like the age of 8 because like 20 kids were chasing me with baseball bats and fucking knives. So much so that I tried to run to my mother's car, and when I got there, I was straight up asthma attack, clutching my chest, fucking fell on the ground as my mom drives up. And it's just, she sees me drop essentially in the car park next to where she's parking, sees a fucking group of kids running up towards me, confused as shit. My mom like panics, opens the passenger door and goes, "What's going on?" I'm in the middle of a panic attack, asthma attack, can barely breathe. The only thing that I'm able to belt out is, "I think I'm Frankenstein!"
They thought you were Frankenstein?
The reason they were trying to kill me, and yes, they were legitimately trying to kill me, one of the girls who started the whole shit saw me come home with a Dratini plushie. I had bought it from a student at the school that I was at. She had wanted to buy it but didn't have the money. So I bought it. She convinced her brother that she had bought it and I had beat her up and taken it away from her. Her brother rounded up all of his friends, and then she went and told her boyfriend about it. His friends all came in. There were kids from like 4 or 5 neighborhoods. All because of a fucking plushie. And the fact that she said I had beaten her up to take it away from her, these guys legitimately thought I had beaten up another kid, a girl at that, for a plushie. So they were legitimately going to beat the fuck out of me, like beat me senseless. One of them actually said he wanted to cave my head in. And the only thing I could think of in that moment was, they think I'm Frankenstein. Needless to say, 4 of them got arrested. 3 of them wound up in juvenile hall. 1 of them wound up in a mental institute for what is effectively 6 years. And the rest of them wound up with a very, 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 very interesting call with their parents, because half the fucking local police department had to be dispatched to take all of these kids home.
I agree with Ramon. Girl, get your own plushie.
The funniest thing, what? Well, no. The whole point, Aki, is I've lived through some of the stupidest shit in the world. But just, you'd think that I would have learned by now that other people don't. What other people think shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter enough to, like, let it fuck with me like that. I am strange, I am irreverent. I legitimately became a furry because I'm strange.
And because Lola Bunny used to be the hot thing.
My crush was Crystal, not Lola.
Who's Crystal?
Star
Crystal
Fox.
Fox.
I love that game.
Like, it was literally from Star Fox Adventures. I actually have that game and a working GameCube. I really should play it for you guys one of these days.
Do you have
Isn't
the
that
right
the game with the
chords?
dinosaurs?
Yeah. Yes. Panda's one of the worst Star Fox games ever made. But I personally like it. Nowadays, I'll admit, yeah, Wolf Solder. Definitely.
Everyone likes Fox, but I think Wolf.
Nah, Wolf's got daddy vibes.
I bet you know who I like, Kit.
Fox is very much the young stud, but Wolf's got daddy vibes.
I guarantee you know who I like, Kit.
Yep, Falco.
Okay,
Everybody's favorite douche waffle.
He has a nice
hear
beat.
this.
What's up, Jackie?
My stepdad just accidentally opened my bedroom door with his ass and then said, "Whoops, I've got a thick ass. I got a fat ass," and then he closed
fat
it.
Ass clunk. Tim. Oh, that's adorable.
put Wolf in a room with the lint and Merp.
Nah, you gotta do it right. It's Merp.
Merp.
But yeah, no. And all of this has been, yeah, definitely add delay and reverb, like heavy reverb.
like the wet fart sound effect.
Oh God, no, no, fuck you.
I love that sound effect. It's hilarious. Fuck
I'm
you.
sorry. Add a absolute metric fuck ton of reverb to the sound of a wet fart, and all you get is just this just echo, like it happened at the fucking, like at an amphitheater in front of thousands. All I can think of is like just the wettest fucking fart at Carnegie Hall. And yes, Aki, I had to say at Carnegie Hall. Because that would just be fucking terrifying and hilarious at the same time.
You know, in my hometown, we actually have a Carnegie building.
Hey,
Concerto
kid.
of Flatulent Man and Cello in A minor. Oh God! Hey, Aki? I think we should probably put that in a different octave.
He said A major.
A major. Oh, that's okay. That's my brain misread.
You thought he said in A minor.
Yes, I did. Also, I can barely see. I'm still fucking bleary-eyed.
Oh. There's a Bo Burnham song called Beating It Off in A minor, and it's hilarious.
Oh God, no. Again, beating off in A major would be weirder too.
Aki, no.
Aki, no, just Ramon.
You didn't.
Anyways, let's see if I can say this without losing my shit. But again, second, or actually at this point, third try. But like I was saying earlier, Aki, the big reason why I've been fucked up for so long, why I'm fairly certain a lot of people have figured it out. I haven't been myself for a while. I believe that literally everyone who was abandoning me, or trying to attack me, or threatening me, or coming at me just sideways were. I believed I was the one to blame for it because I should have just never opened my mouth. I should have never tried to, explain anything. I should never have tried to. For the longest time, I just had it in my head that all of it was because I fucked up. So, it's just one of those things. It's one of the reasons why I kind of stopped being myself, why I started losing myself in drugs as often as I was. At this point, with everything going on in my life, priorities are a thing. I can't let myself anymore. I cannot let myself be anything but me. And I mean, if people want to hate me, Go for it. Let them hate me. The people that matter to me are my friends and my family. People who will be there no matter what. And for the majority of my friends and my family members, y'all know who you are.
Hey, Kit.
Hmm?
Can I tell you one of my favorite sayings? Opinions like orifices. A lot of people should keep them to themselves.
Aw, but I like sharing my orifices, numbs the beep.
I said a lot of people. I didn't say everybody.
Oh.
Also, another saying, people are entitled to be wrong. That just makes them wrong.
Nah.
Aki is smother hugging the kit.
I can tell. And hey, Aki. Them.
Hey, Aki, you are being smothered by nuggies.
Also, Boyo, I do want to be able to get you back on these streams one of these days, but understand the chances of them making it to where Discord can be recorded, given their reason for not, I don't think it's ever going to be possible.
I mean, Aki, you can get the Xbox app and not have an Xbox.
We tried that, and the app is so bad, or was at the time so bad, that it was just a struggle fuck and a half to get him just to connect or stay connected.
Mm. Well,
seeing yes,
as
I
I'm
had
using
to
it
phrase that
currently,
as a struggle fuck.
well, seeing as I have the app opened right now,
yeah, snuggle
it's
fuck is
working a little
definitely
bit
much better than a struggle fuck. By the way, Aki, the app has been updated. It does work a little better.
Yeah, I'm using it right now.
Oh, no, Aki, I don't necessarily mean have you come into, like, chat. Like, I want to be able to pull you in here whenever whenever you want to, or whenever you have time and can. It's a thing, man. I honestly miss being able to hang out with you, and I gotta admit, some of the fucking commentary you added was fucking amazing.
Especially when we called them adorable.
That too.
I wish I could see your game in real time, or I'd help narrate it.
God, no.
That'd be fun.
Will there be
Dylan
chatterbox?
asks,
You know what? Probably, yeah.
Yay!
But Aki, you're adorable. You're even cuter when you have all the nuggies surrounding you.
Dude, I almost did the Mario thing.
Because I have something important to do right now. Nom's on Sage's face. Nom 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 nom.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Aki, you're still adorable, regardless. No.
I'm gonna use a skeleton arm as a back scratcher real quick.
I have an army of nuggies that can carry you away, Aki. I am not afraid.
God. You said skeleton arm as a back scratch. You reminded me of a toy I used to have that was funny as all hell.
I'm currently using a Dollar Tree skeleton arm as a back scratcher.
what I had at one point was this toy that strapped onto your arm right here and would extend out to the wrist and about twice the distance off the wrist as your forearm. And what it was inside the arm of it was your hand. A ring here, a ring here, and a ring here, as well as a ring here. Your hand would be sitting like this. And anytime you move your fingers, it moved the stone's fingers.
Hold on, guys. I gotta mute.
So, essentially arm extension. It was really fun. It was fun to screw with people with it too. Seriously though, Aki Snack, it is good having you around, man. And I get it, you work nights, but when you're able to be here, I mean, it's good having you here, man. Also, I need to point out, you're one of the first people you're one of the first people, if memory serves, that was welcomed on here as a guest. Ugh. I've still got to go watch through a lot of the Sable streams too, because there's a lot of really, really classic moments in there that I kind of want to immortalize. Yeah.
Does that include the tween?
Yes. All hail the Schween. Oh man.
Burb has the giggles again.
I can tell. Plus, Giggly Burb is adorable, Burb. Anyways, we got one quest done at least. Even though we did the majority of that quest. God, it just dawned on me that... Ow. It dawns on me that in 2 hours, I have put on a suit, talked to a dude twice, failed to talk to a dude once and got caught, flew a ship, docked a ship, and that's it. Well, this wasn't the most productive stream. I think I'm gonna call it here. Mostly because I desperately need to piss, and I'm not exactly in the mindset to finish playing today. There's only like 15 minutes left of the stream, if even that. And I don't know. Bleh. Plus, I don't know, my mind hasn't been all here, and I gotta admit, for as fun as it was, fucking Party Animals wiped me the hell out today. Oh. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be hopping in there within a couple minutes after stream, so we'll see you on there then. Anyways, folks, this is where we're gonna leave off. So, if you enjoy the gameplay or the commentary, give us a like. If you want to keep up with this or any of our other content, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Become part of our notification squad so you can see when we upload and when we go live. But for now, this is Kitthesoulless and Crew signing off. So until next time, everybody. Bye-bye. Also,
Bye-bye.
Again, apologies that this turned into just a fucking ramble stream.
I will meet you on Chatterbox.
Yeah. But yeah, no, seriously, sorry this became such a ramble stream, but I think it's one of those things I think I needed this more than I realized. So, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, Aki. And hey, guys, thank you for being here. Brain! Thank you for being here and dealing with my crazy. By the way, had you noticed that my profile picture on here has changed?
On Xbox?
Yeah.
Didn't it used to be your Aardwolf gray muzzle?
Yes, it used to be my other picture of this persona.
The one
Somebody,
that you always use in your...
yeah, somebody apparently flagged my picture as being inappropriate, saying it was pornographic.
Bruh.
Yeah. Bleh.